So, ladies and gents, Titan House 2, we're back with some of the strongest men and women on the planet.
Arm Wars is the home arm wrestling, guys.
If you're not subscribed to Arm Wars, you're a
You try from Brockhampton.
It's an arena like no other. You need to have this ability to find a way.
If you can't stay focused, you lose.
6 rounds, a lot of things can happen. Neil is a mastermind. He knows how to pick the best opponents and have the best matchups.
If you look at any Arm Wars match, you won't find one boring match.
So, guys, you want to see the biggest stars in the world on the Arm Wars stage? We need your support. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the videos. Comment on there.
If you are not subscribed to Arm Wars, you are a...
Check out Arm Wars.
Subscribe, watch the fights, enjoy the arm wrestling.
Welcome to WARMUP Live. We are here in the Royal Albert Hall for Giants Live Strongman Classic. I'm Nicola Buchan and I'm here with the one and only Terry Hollands. How are you doing, Terry?
Very good. I'm really excited about tonight. I think it's going to be a fantastic show. The lineup is incredible. The events are going to be great, and obviously the Strongman Classic is always an epic show in such an amazing arena.
I agree. The Royal Albert Hall is just out of this world special, isn't it? It's absolutely incredible. And like you said, what a lineup we have. Like, I can't even explain the athletes that we've got here today. There's not really any call on it. It's going to be such a tough event for these guys.
Yeah, I mean, I can't call it. I've gone through the lineup, I've looked at the events, and I've changed my mind about 20 times even in the last 2 days. I think it's such an unbelievable lineup, and we've got some first timers at Giants Live, but they've obviously done well in other shows as well. Really excited to see those guys. We've got, the new World's Strongest Man. We've got Mitch Hooper. It's just such an amazing lineup, and I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely incredible, and we've got some really great events for you guys to watch at home today. We're going to be starting off with the log ladder. Yep. Tell us a bit about the log ladder, because we've not seen this in Giants Live for a good few years now.
No, I mean, I really like it as an event. I think it's fantastic. Obviously, if you're just doing for reps, sometimes conditioning can play a part, and maybe the strongest guy doesn't always win it. But I think with a ladder, the weights get progressively heavier. Generally, you'll get the strongest guy win, but also there is a bit of strategy as well. Yeah. It's like, if you know you can't complete them, it's about sort of doing a number quickly and then giving yourself a goal of the next one. There's a lot of strategy goes into this, and I think it's a very exciting event seeing the guys racing as well.
Yeah, it looks really cool out in the venue there. We've got them all lined up. It looks super, super exciting. And like you said, it's not just about who can lift the heaviest, because you have to be tactical here. If you're not getting those, the last log, the second last log, you need to go for speed, which is exhausting. And it's not cold in here, Terry. It's quite warm.
It is very warm, and we haven't even started doing anything yet. It's not even full of people yet.
It's boiling.
It's baking in here. But yeah, it's going to be a hell of an event. And I always love watching it. When you see guys racing against each other, sort of putting in big performances, it's always exciting to watch for the crowd. And I think, that event's going to be no exception to usual.
100%. And then after the log, we're going to be going straight into the Hercules hold, which again is a brutal event. We have got Mark Felix with us to go on to the Hercules hold, which is always absolutely epic to watch. But again, just the Royal Albert Hall makes that Hercules hold just look even more incredible, right?
Yeah, I think it kind of fits the arena as well. Obviously, It's such an old traditional building, and the Hercules hold is it's quite a traditional strongman event. I think it fits the venue, and obviously we get to see some great performances. It's up on the stage as well, so it looks fantastic. We've got Mark coming here to hopefully break the record as well.
Yes, go on, Mark.
Yeah, but we've got some great guys doing that event, and some big performances are going to come, that's for sure.
100%. And then we've got the frame carry. I absolutely love watching the frame carry. I just think it's so exciting because it's obviously for speed. But you see some guys, their grip's maybe not as good, but also they've just done the Hercules hold. So the grip is going to be a little bit tired, How do you think how is this going to play out, do you think?
Well, I mean, in the past when we've done these frames in competition, I've actually done it myself. We've always done it with straps. I think this is the first time they're doing it without straps, which is going to change. And it's a tiny bit lighter. I think it's only 20 kilos lighter than usual. Okay. So it's going to change the sort of dynamics of that event. But I think there's some great guys on the frame, you know, Mitch Hooper, Evan Singleton, Paddy Haynes. There's a few guys that are incredibly quick and have got very, very strong grips as well. So I think some of the guys you'll see finish very quickly, but then some of the guys it could really sort of start to take it out of them if their grip starts to go.
I agree. I think there's some guys there that their grip's maybe not as good, so they're really going to have to push it on those other events.
Yeah.
And then obviously we go into the deadlift for the 4th event. We're seeing this deadlift being pushed further back here at Giants Live. Like, how do you think people are going to cope with this? Because it's a deadlift for reps. You know, it's not a max deadlift, but still, after all that, and then you've got to go and do the deadlift. How would you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, definitely doing the frame carry before, especially if you're one of those guys that we just talked about, whose grip's not amazing, and you're having to do a lot of pickups along the sort of journey with a frame carry. That's going to make that deadlift even harder. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we're going to see, I think 11's the record on this type of the globes that they're using. I think 11's the best we've seen. I can't see that getting beaten today.
That's
but,
right, yeah.
I mean, you know, there's some great deadlifters here, especially for reps as well. So I think that we're still going to see some big performances, but I wouldn't expect them to be as great as what they are when that event's earlier on.
Yeah, 100%. And then we obviously finish off with the Castle Stones, which is obviously signature here and always very, very exciting. But we have got some athletes behind us that are all starting to get warmed up now. We've not got too long before the show begins, so we're starting off with the logs. We've got some guys warming up. In fact, they're all there. They're all squished in there, getting on that log. See, we've got Lucas Hatton there, who's obviously one to watch on this event. Absolutely incredible. Who else have we got to watch for here, Terry?
Yeah, I mean, I see Lucas is going to do amazingly well on this. He's always good at that sort of event. Mitch Hooper, obviously, is going to be there or thereabouts. Schoonwinkle's a great log presser. Evan as well. Pavlo Kordiaka. There's a few guys that could complete this.
All of them.
I'm just going to name the whole lineup, yeah. No, we've got a few guys that could definitely complete this log ladder. So I think that's going to make it a very interesting event because we've got a few that can finish it. Obviously, then the speed comes into it a lot as well, and making sure that you're efficient and don't miss lifts.
So, guys, you could see the lineup that we have there. You can see the athletes that we've got. It's going to be absolutely insane. So don't remember, officialstrongman.com, 5 p.m. You need to get on this. Now, we see Evan Singleton there. Fortunately, at World's Strongest Man, he hurt himself. Thank goodness he has recovered and he's here. Do you think that could play on his mind today? You know, you've competed at this level with an injury on your bicep. Could this, affect him mentally today?
Yeah, I mean, he's actually got the same injury as what I had. So, yes, exact same injury. And it didn't hinder me that much, exactly like you said, though. Mentally, that was the hard bit to get over. Yeah. I think Evan, he's one of those guys, he's so hyped up, he's so, focused. I would imagine he will go into this fully hyped up and he's not even going to think about it when he does it. But, it's been a very short amount of time for such a serious injury. So it could hinder him, but I think that Evan mentally is strong enough to be able to really push forward and not worry about it too much. Yeah,
no, I agree. We've also got the current World's Strongest Man, Ray O'Neill, is here competing for his very first Giants Live. How exciting for Reno! But World's Strongest Man and Giants Live can't be more opposite. They cannot be more different in the time scale in which you compete. How do you think he's going to perform this? We know that he's very athletic, very good endurance with his rugby background. But this must be nerve-wracking for him, knowing how fast this show is going to be.
Yeah, I think he's one of those guys that can cope with it pretty well. Like we said, he's been an amazing athlete in other sports as well, so he's been in high-pressure situations. He's very different. Your first Giants Live, he's a bit of a shock to the system. Even if you've done other one-day shows that are sort of international shows, they're not as fast-paced as this because it is all about entertaining the crowd, stuff like that. So what normally is a sort of 4 or 5 event competition becomes 2.5 hours. It is very fast-paced. Some guys struggle with it. I personally don't think Reno's going to struggle. I think he's that focused, he's that much of a good athlete. I think he'll still deliver an amazing performance. Yeah, I completely agree. Let's talk about warm-ups with Giants Live, because it goes so fast. How do the warm-ups work? Because you don't want to overdo it, you don't want to underdo it, you've not got much time. Is there, once you've done this initial warm-up on that log,
how much more warm-up do you need to do for certain events? Is there some that you can maybe just do a couple of pickups with the frame and things? Like, how would you attack this in Giants Live?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what I would have done was obviously warm up for the log as normal, as if you were going to do that as the first event. Then maybe once you get into the Hercules hold, you'll probably come down, maybe start doing a few frame pickups, maybe a couple of little runs just before the frame carry.
Yeah.
Hercules hold, perhaps you wouldn't warm up that much.
Yeah.
By the time you get into the deadlift, you're probably not going to need much. So maybe 1 or 2 lifts down here, because the frame will warm up the muscles that you're going to be using for the deadlift. You'll be looking more not as warm-ups, but as like sharpening lifts. So you might come down here and deadlift maybe 250, 280 kilos, maybe a 300, and then you'll go straight in and do it. They're more just to sort of get you prepared and sharp for that event.
We've got big boss man here, Darren Sadler. How are you feeling about tonight? It looks amazing out there.
It's looking great, yeah. I mean, we put a lot of work into this show, but to make this place look good is really easy, because it looks so cool anyway. And we try and put our stamp on it. The athletes are all excited. The lineup's insane. The equipment looks great. You know, just now ready to execute the plan and see who wins. You know.
It is going to be amazing. Who are you most looking forward to, and what event are you most looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to a couple of things really. I'm glad to see Evan back after his injury. Looking forward to seeing how Lucas Hatton does. He's not been at the Giants before. Looking forward to seeing how Mitch Hooper has come back after not winning World's Strongest Man. Is it going to motivate him or demotivate him? And obviously, Nell. I mean, was he a flash in the pan? Well, we're going to find out. Simple as that. I don't think he was, by the way, but I think we're going to find out tonight.
Well, it's a totally different show. We were just speaking about that. Like, World's Strongest Man is a few days. There's lots of rest time in between, which can be a good or a bad thing. But this is very, very fast-paced, right?
That's the nature of having a live audience. It's very fast-paced. And I do honestly believe that Nell is very much like Hooper. He recovers very fast, he's very fit. You can see the way he moves, you know, he's not walking around sweaty and slow, he looks fit. And I think it's going to suit him, as it suits Hooper.
Yeah, no, I agree. Would you agree with that, Terry?
Yeah, for sure.
They're very quite similar athletes, and I think we're going to see a right battle today, because it's just totally stacked. Like, I don't think we can call it. And
then, you know, we're not even talking about names like Trey. You know, you've got Paddy, who's been on a great run, who's got, other than the press, Paddy could literally come top 2 or 3 in every event apart from the press, which could get him on the podium, you know, so it's really exciting.
Amazing. Well, thank you very much, Darren. I know you're busy. We'll see you soon. Thank you. Yeah, so like Darren said, they're absolutely stacked warm-up. Let's have a quick chat about World's Strongest Man, since we're, talking about Mitchell Hooper and Ray Nell. Let's have a quick chat about that. Was insane. And I feel like today's going to be just as nerve-wracking, right?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, I actually think this is potentially more exciting, because obviously, we didn't know Rayno was coming. Now we do. So we've got that sort of excitement. When he came to World's Strongest Man, a few people said he's really good. I don't think many people expected him to win. He's now coming here as one of the favourites. And obviously, are we going to see the backlash of Mitch not performing perhaps at his best at World's Strongest Man? Is he going to be his best ever here, potentially? We've got Lucas Hatton, Nick Guardione, both in their first Giants lives as well. And I mean, we haven't even talked about someone like Pavlo Cordiaca, who's a former Europe's Strongest Man, and we're not even talking about him. The lineup is incredible. Matthias as well. I mean, I think that in terms of a live entertainment thing, this is going to be as good as it's going to get. We've got the incredible lineup, incredible events, amazing venue, and I just can't see this being anything but an absolutely magical show.
Talking about World's Strongest Man as well, it was my very first one. I absolutely loved it, and I got to try all the amazing American food. But last night, I got my own back a little bit with the American guys and gave them some British food, and I'm going to show you guys. Let's go.
Man, what does it take to get served around here, you know?
Hey, bigger. Don't worry. It's Orange and King.
Oh, yeah? What did you order?
Bunch of British stuffs. Let's go eat.
Order for the Texas Trio? Okay, we're here with some of the guys because we have got some amazing British snacks for them to try.
Wait. We're not just some of the guys. We're the Texas boys. Texas boys. Get it right.
Yeah. Sorry, okay.
Great house.
We're here with the Texas boys. And I'm going to hand them some freshly picked cups. Here you go.
Is this like a flavored cup?
Is this candy?
Okay, what about some Iron Brew?
So what?
We just
Iron
got
Brew.
It's got iron in it?
Don't drink it until I say.
Wow, it smells like cough syrup.
Right, enjoy. Cheers.
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 Welcome to London. Right, go. That's
That's
a
like
Scottish.
It's like
That
orange
is a
cough
proper
syrup.
Scottish drink. That I'll have you know. That's good, right? What do you think?
I don't know about good, but it ain't bad.
I mean, I could drink it.
It's not great.
What?
not
Are you
great.
crazy?
Scotland forever! Whoa. The Iron Brew's bringing it down. All right, here we go.
Right, what do we want first? Savoury or sweet? Go.
Savory.
Oh,
What?
There's an egg.
Wait, hold on. I'm supposed to eat
You
it.
just gotta put the
You gotta-
whole. You got the whole thing in your mouth once.
That makes
No, not for you. No, it's a cold snack.
Why
you're
y'all
getting
still
shot.
eat like it's World War II?
Why is that so hard to cut?
Dry.
Can we have some seasoning? Black pepper.
I can't do it. It's the texture. Why is there jelly? Why is there jelly in there?
I like it. It's good. I'm a fan of that.
Y'all conquered half the world for seasoning, and you don't even know how to use it.
Have you ever tried Marmite?
Nope. I don't want to. I've actually seen that. Don't the Australians eat that?
That looks like tacky.
No, that's called.
Right, what we're gonna do is I'm
We're
just
gonna
gonna
eat tacky?
scoop it into your mouth.
No. Oh, I smell it.
Why?
Oh my god, it
Don't you
smells
put
so
it on
bad.
something? You're supposed to.
Right, ready? 1, 2, 3,
God.
go. Don't say anything. 1, 2, 3, go.
Eat it. Why?
Eat it.
Now.
Y'all put that on shit?
Why?
It's so gross.
Why? Why'd you do that?
I thought it would just be the. Right, we've got you a cup of tea.
Okay, yeah.
Sweet tea?
Let me take my Dr. Pepper anywhere.
You gotta have some sweet tea.
Right, so you're gonna get a scone next with your tea.
I got you a spoon to mix your tea up with, brother.
No. Don't do that to me.
Wait a minute. Did you put the milk in before the tea?
Yeah, obviously. No, never.
Okay, I thought something was a little off. It might be the Marmite.
Still in your mouth.
That's a proper cup of tea.
See, I want my tea to make me
So,
feel like I have diabetes.
This is you can either say scone or scone.
Crumbly.
You like that?
Oh my God.
Okay, he's going extra cream.
Oh my god.
Extra cream.
I do that pretty good. Why you gotta say clotted cream? Just say like
Because that's what it's called.
That's what it is.
Look,
extra rich cream.
clotted cream.
Yeah, but that's a
I mean,
gross
that's,
word.
that's pretty good.
That word is gross.
Give me some.
Right, next, right. Let's go some
This is gonna be a
savoury snacks.
feature. That's gonna be a feature.
What about a what's it?
Is this something you dip?
This is a Cheeto.
No.
This is a Cheeto
This is a
puff.
what's
You
it?
need, you need
No,
Cheetos.
Cheeto
It's
puff.
way better than Cheetos. Right, don't bite, just suck it.
Just suck it.
Good, right?
Doesn't melt.
Right, moving on. Monster Munch.
That's a better Funyun.
It's like a ring.
I like the vinegar flavor. That's a better Funyun. Agreed. Actually better.
Right, we're gonna go.
Oh yeah, break out the
We're gonna
can.
go quick. We're gonna bring. This is biscuits for your tea. This is a bourbon biscuit,
The what? What? You want the chocolate to punch you in the face a little bit, you know?
custard cream.
Yeah, that's probably it. That's the move.
And then we'll deep fry that. Bringing it to you. Boom.
You're welcome.
How's that?
That's good, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you deep fry that, you're golden.
Hey, excuse
That's
me.
what she did to me last night.
Jesus Christ.
A hobnob.
Trey, the slob now?
What? I didn't say that.
That is like a cookie for vegans.
Look, it's got no artificial flavors in it.
Where are the preservatives for
It's got
food?
no vegetable oil. You're missing all the good flavor in that.
Corn syrup?
Nothing was there in there to preserve the flavor.
These ain't too bad. I'll give you these are 2 queens out of 5 on this one.
We have 2 more biscuits left. The Jammy Dodger.
I feel like it's some sort of like
What is it?
a jammy dodger.
See?
Hey, say jammy dodger for the camera tray.
Jammy Dodger.
Jammy Dodger.
Jammy Dodger.
Jammy dodger. That's our takeaway. We're gonna have to clotted cream every meal from here on.
The chocolate over here is way better than American chocolate.
Okay, hold up.
It is.
I'm personally offended.
You have a whole town.
Why is this always a
Hershey's.
competition?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, see?
All right. Is it better than a Hershey?
I've seen your eyes light up when you read that.
Is that better than a Hershey's Kiss?
Oh,
Absolutely not.
a Colin caterpillar.
Holland. A what?
A Colin caterpillar. Colin.
Look at his little head.
Would you like some Marmite on it?
No. Yeah,
You've eaten it all.
Have you ever had a ho-ho?
No.
That's what a ho-ho is. What'd you call it?
What did you just call me?
No, a ho-ho. A ho-ho. Outlaw Rum Company, bourbon. Is it gonna make you yell freedom after you drink it?
Probably.
Freedom!
He does that.
Hey, put it in your teeth. Damn, that's real good. Knock the edge off. Okay, Trey.
Okay.
Going 505 tomorrow. I don't know if the Marmite kind of ruined it for me. I feel like the Marmite has like permanently changed me.
Oh yeah, he likes that. Okay guys, so we have tried all our snacks. What's your favourite one, Trey? What was your favourite?
What was it?
The bourbon?
Yeah, those.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm a chocolate dude.
Okay, Trey's the chocolate. Austin.
Calling the caterpillar.
Colin Bryce.
Too much rum already.
Colin the caterpillar.
Yes.
He's your guy.
I'm gonna say the clotted cream is the MVP of this.
Oh, well, yeah, you know, but that's just
fixed. It fixed all of it. Fixed everything. Fixed them all.
That's just a.
I got Marmite in my. Bro, it's never coming out.
Okay guys, so there you have it. You see what the guys loved and what they didn't love, but now it's time to go back to the arena. I'm still laughing at those guys from last night. It was absolutely hilarious. Anyway, we're back. We're in the arena. Terry's here and Loz. How are you doing, Loz?
Really good. Excited to be back here at the Royal Albert Hall. Such an amazing venue.
So good.
Amazing lineup that we've got for this year's competition. I think it's going to be an awesome competition.
I feel like it's going to be nerve-wracking. I mean, you were at World's Strongest Man as well, and I was a nervous wreck that whole time. It was so exciting. And I feel like tonight's going to be the same.
Yeah, I know you get so invested in that kind of side of things. You just kind of, your heart's going all the time.
Yeah.
I love it just from the talent kind of pool that we have alone.
Yeah.
You know, being a former competitor. And my last ever Giants Live was at this competition, so it means a lot. Rain O'Neill winning World's Strongest Man, unbelievable. We've got Mitch Hooper. How hungry is he going to be for coming back? But the rest of the lineup this year is just a ridiculous level. It is like a World's Strongest Man final.
It is.
We say that a lot, but
it really
every
is.
comp, it seems to get bigger and better, and I think this could be a very, very close event come the final event, the Stones, today.
Yeah, I agree.
So with obviously you have a lot of dealing with Mitch, you know, and obviously perhaps didn't quite perform at his absolute best at World's Strongest Man. How has his training gone from then to now, and is he ready to try and sort of get one up on Reno?
Well, Mitch is an interesting character. Obviously, like before World's Strongest Man, I was out there training with him, and I'd say a month, 3 weeks before World's Strongest Man, he was the best strongman I've ever seen.
Wow.
And I've seen a lot of strongmen, as have you. He was unbelievable. Everyone knows, you know, shit hit the fan, and you know, life didn't go to plan, and lack of sleep, stress, all those factors, food. He didn't perform as well as he can. He still came third at World's Strongest Man, which on a bad day is very good. I actually think losing is a good thing for Mitch. Could hopefully humble him a little bit. He gets a bit arrogant at times. Everyone does when, you know, he's young.
Yeah, he's a young guy as well. That's another
when
thing.
You're sort of winning all the time.
Yeah.
You can sort of let it get to you.
Yeah.
I think sometimes the best thing for an athlete is to lose. We've actually seen an interesting fact with this competition. No winner of Worlds has gone on and won this show as their next comp. So Tom tried, right. Mitch tried. We've got Rain O'Neill trying today. He could be the first one to do it. But Mitch is hungry, and I think that's a good thing, and he's motivated. Training started to look a bit better. Things are settling down. He's not quite back to where he was, but I'd say he's about 85, 90%, and that, you know, Mitch is very consistent. He's good enough to win. But so is a number of other people, and that's why this comp today is going to be good. I think it was boring when Mitch was winning without having to do the last event, quite a few shows last year. I cannot see that happening today.
No, I mean, the lineup is incredible, and obviously we've got the battle between Reno and Mitch that sort of carries on from World's Strongest Man, but then also we've got so many guys that could get in the mix as well. Paddy Haynes, Evan Singleton, Trey Mitchell, you know, the lineup's incredible. And I mean, in terms of, do you see the battle being Reno and Mitch?
No, I really don't. I think, you know, some of the names you said, Lucas Hatton. Lucas Hatton might not be that well known at Giants Live, and he didn't do amazing at World's Strongest Man, but that is a guy that's come second at the Arnolds. He was third at Strongest Man on Earth last year. When it comes to the power, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do on the overhead.
Yes.
We have Kiliashkovsky in this competition who Again, not great at World's Strongest Man. Did pretty well at Europe's, the show before that. I've seen his training. He's looking very good. I think he's got amazing events. He's super fast on things like the frame, the log, medley. He can one motion every single rep. He's, you know, good at stones. I think maybe the deadlift. And I think we could see this across the board. Maybe one event costs a lot of people. I think being consistent is going to be key. But because the standard is so high, you could have chopping and changing every single event. You know, sometimes when there's just two good guys, it's hard to get away from someone. But when there's a lot of good athletes in a show, it can keep changing every single event. So I think Mitch maybe is the favourite, especially if he's hungry. But we're talking by a very small percentage. And I'd say I do expect Mitch and Reno to be on the podium. However, I think Trey could be on there. I think Lucas could be on there. I think Mateusz could be on there. I think Paddy could be on there. And that makes it exciting. Evan Singleton, he's got great events. You know, there's lots of question marks. He obviously had the torn bicep at Worlds. That scares me in itself. But he has very good events when you look at these events, and he's won this competition before. I think, 6 or 7 athletes could end up being on that.
Like you said, with Evan, as long as that arm's not affecting him too badly, he's certainly with a guy, you know, one of the guys that could be even potentially winning the show. You know, there's so many guys that could win this show or certainly could be on the podium as well. It's going to be an incredible event.
It definitely is. It's going to be a nail biter for sure. And like you said, it's not just open, and that's what we want to see at Giants Live. There has been shows where it's like, we know it's between these two guys, but there is so much talent, and even with the guys that are maybe won't podium or won't make the top 5, they're going to mix up some points here. So it's going to make it a fight for everyone.
It's so easy to forget people that are in this competition, which is kind of scary. When you start looking at the names, you think, he's a killer, he's a killer, he's a killer. You've got guys like Nick Guardione and Spencer Remek are both very good all-round strongmen. The only issue I feel for both of them is they don't quite have anything that they're going to be able to beat those very, very top guys at consistently. You've almost got to have an event where, like a Paddy Haynes, you can come and win this, even if you've got like the log that's a weakness. He can win the deadlift, perhaps, and other events. I feel some of these guys that are consistent in this comp, you could end up being 7th or 8th because of that. You know, you've really got to have events where you can kind of pull yourself back into some big points.
100%. And we're starting off with the log ladder, which is so exciting. But we're going to see a lot of guys finish this today. Like, I think sometimes we can look and be like, not everyone's probably going to finish, but there's going to be a few guys finishing this.
We were talking beforehand. I think you've got at least 5 athletes that could finish this, maybe more. For me, the top 3 would be Lucas Hatton. That guy's log lifting is phenomenal.
Insane.
Mitch Hooper and Mateusz Kieliszkowski. And people might be thinking, why are you not talking about Trey Mitchell? I think Trey Mitchell will 100% finish this. I just think Trey would rather it was a log for Max.
I agree.
I think he'll be a little bit slower than those guys just going through the different logs. You mentioned to me before, and I'd completely forgot, like Pavla Kordiaka. He's amazing at this type of event, can be very, very efficient. So that's 5 athletes just off the bat that can all finish with a number of strong athletes. So this first event will be the problem for Paddy. If Paddy can get 3 or 4 points off this event, he'll be happy.
Oh, for sure,
We've got Ben Glasscock as well, who we've seen is absolutely phenomenal on the log, and he's very fit. So
Ben Glasscock is such a cool guy.
He sneaks in there.
This is a terrible show to come to as your first big Giants Live. I know he's done Britain's Strongest Man, but Ben is improving rapidly fast. I've been super impressed with him, but he's been thrown into the piranhas with the athletes he's up against. It's looking great. He's going to have fun. He looks like he's happy.
The only good thing for someone like Ben maybe is it's sink or swim. You know, he's thrown in at the deep end and it's like...
No pressure.
No pressure, just get on and do it and do your best.
But guys, we're about to find out who can smash this log ladder because we're heading over. We're about to start with the first event, which is the log ladder.
So, ladies and gents, Titan House 2, we're back with some of the strongest men and women on the planet.
Arm Wars is the home arm wrestling, guys.
If you're not subscribed to Arm Wars, you're...
You drive from Brockhampton.
It's an arena like no other. You need to have this ability to find a way.
If you can't stay focused, you lose.
6 rounds, a lot of things can happen. Neil is a mastermind. He knows how to pick the best opponents and have the best matches.
You look at any Arm Wars match, you won't find one boring match.
So guys, you want to see the biggest stars in the world on the Arm Wars stage, we need your support. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the videos, comment on there.
If you are not subscribed to Arm Wars, you are a...
Check out Arm Wars.
Subscribe, watch the fights, enjoy the arm wrestling.